Hey, 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 the double go boat doctor. Hey, got this beautiful boat, Thunderjet. Got a brand new 250, a new C-Star hydraulic steering. Got a t9.9 high thrust extra long with the reactor 40. I got that set. He has a 6C5 or 6Y C5 link coming. It's square. That's a pretty cool little unit. It looks like this, but it'll be going right over here, a little bit wider. Right now I do got it set up with no tachometer, no speed source, so it does work. And if you want, there's a way to get this navigation. You got to kind of do it manually, but it will work because these two won't talk together, the Garmin and the Lowrance. But anyway, the 250, what a powerhouse. Just make sure it's in neutral, turn the keys, fuel injected, just lift the red, put it in gear. And what I would probably do is I would wire this to a switch so it's hot when you hit the switch on, because say you had the main motor off, which I think I did. I'm gonna have to check that out again, but like say if this is off, that's if I turn this key off, that's gonna shut that off. You could turn the key on, but then you're kind of running your fuel pump. But I'm gonna check it the other way when I got the little kicker motor running, because I thought I had the key off, so we'll see. Okay, anyway, to hit it, we're just gonna go like this, and it's about 2.756 to plane. Ready? Hang on. 1,001, 1,002. Yeah, boom, you're up on top. Real quiet, really smooth. Right there is about a good, trim it up. I got your fine, that was way off on your heading, so I got that adjusted off my compass. Right there's a good cruising speed. And I'm gonna trim it up. Real smooth, very quiet. 52 miles an hour. You're going with the current. 53. 54 miles an hour. So you can cut 3 off. It's 50 to 54 miles an hour on this bad boy. Very smooth and quiet. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down, then I'm going to show you how to run the kicker motor. So I'm going to kick this off, I'm going to turn this off, and notice it did turn that off. But for some reason, I think when I fired this up, just trim her down. Of course, when she's cold, put her all the way this, put forward, give it like 3 pumps, bring it back, then bring it about here, make sure the choke's pulled out, which is there. But on a, say after you got warmed up, bring it right there. Just hit this, bring it back, make sure the friction's turned off on this. Yeah, see? So I would definitely have that on it, because I have to have this key left on to get power to that controller. So there's no need having that key on if you're not going to run that main. So put that on an accessory switch hot. Okay? So you want to make sure that's all the way there. Just put it in gear like that, and make sure you bring that tiller handle back, because it could hit this right there. So let's see, let's just kind of make a course. And here's what I do first. Okay, let me see, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can kind of go like this. You can fire this motor up if you want. Just kind of put it in gear to keep you going until you get that one set. So say I wanted to plot a course. I could kind of get this thing centered right here, and I know I need to go, I want to go right there. And then what you do is hit the menu button, go to cursor, then I'm going to get myself lined up with the main motor. And then you got your controller here, which I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, so I'm getting lined up. Now I can let that little one out, just idle, just don't go over 5 miles an hour. And there's where I want to be lined up at, right here. So this is a quicker way to do this. So see how I'm doing it with the main motor? I'm going to get this lined up with my navigation line that I made. Then I can fine tune it with that. Okay, so I'm going to start turning. I'm lining up. So then what I'll do is I'll hit engage on this one, and I'll keep that motor steered. So now what I can do is I can run this speed if I don't want to do the wireless. And see, I'm off just a hair, so I can move that over like a couple degrees. That gives you 2 degrees over, or 5, 10, whatever you want. Now I'm still off a little bit, so hey, maybe I want to go 10. So I hold this until it moves this teardrop over. And when it's doing that, I'm going to turn this on. You just turn this button right here till that power comes on. See how I'm getting on my line? And this is powering up. And to get into the mode, you hit this one. And see how it says, you probably can't see it, but it says heading hold. So this is active right now. So say I want to go over a couple more degrees, I can hit this. 1, 2. And then if I want to speed it up, I can just hit this button right here. But you got to remember, that's got to be back. Now see how the throttle's going up? See how I'm lining up? And I enlarged your speed and gave you depth. So that's looking like we're doing pretty good. So I can change it from here or there. So I'm going to be off, I can see right now. So I'm going to hit it like 2 degrees over. Now say you're having a little hard time with the current, take that one, the main wheel, and move it. This right here, that'll help you. See right now, I'm right on the line. So that's a pretty cool deal, isn't it? And now motor's off. The main is. So we're just running off that kicker. That's holding it pretty dang good. So to fine tune it, you can use your steering wheel a little bit. It depends on the current. So then of course you can go down. But what's gonna happen, I'm gonna disengage this. Put it on standby. I'm going to turn that main motor off and then turn it back on to get power to this for now. So that does take care of that if you want to do it that way. And then you can just go into menu, you can go to navigation and just hit cancel. That gets rid of that. So that's one way you can use it, you know, since they don't link together. Okay, so now here we are again. I'm going to hit engage. Now I want to get the speed up. Now I know I'm going to hit over there, so I need to go 10 degrees over at least. So I'm going to hit this one right here. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. See how the teardrop's going to line up? So it's kind of right on the money. And I'm going to have to go at least another 10 over, maybe 20. And then that motor you try to keep straight, but you find the sweet spot where you can turn that, where that little motor don't have to work as hard. See, 257. Okay, now say I want to make a turn, which is nice. I can either do it with this or I can do it with this. I just have to hit menu and I get engage circle, and it's going to say, and I can adjust the circle too. I can go into here, adjust circle. I can go down to 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Go back. So right now we're doing a circle. Same thing. If you had a lot of current maybe pushing you this way, then I could help it with the steering wheel just a little bit, and you'll learn that how much you can give it. So right now I'm doing a circle, and now of course I can speed it up if I want, but typically circles and U-turns, you want to get that speed down low as you can, or it could blow out of the water. And then you go back up to here, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to change that pattern steer to like zigzag just once it gets straightened up. And of course you can do it on this as well. See how it says circle? So right here I am going to hit select, engage. Now I'm doing zigzags. And then I kind of keep my wheel straight there if I wanted to. And of course you can adjust the time and the degrees of the zigzags right here if you want. So I'm going to hit menu again. I'm going to go pattern steer. I'm going to hit select. I'm going to do U-turn, and the current's going that way, so I'm going to go U-turn, select, engage, and then it shows you go over to port. Then if it blows out, cut down the speed a little bit. If you need a little extra steering, just use your wheel like this and just turn it a hair, and that's going to help it. Then I'm going to speed it up. There it's showing us we're doing a U-turn. You can see it on your display here too. We're doing a U-turn. And then when we do our U-turn, I think I can go into menu, pattern steer, Williamson turn. So all that stuff works. Then go back. We're still doing the U-turn. You can see it here. We gotta let the yellow catch up. And you can see here we turn around. And then it'll go automatically on heading hold. So there you go. I mean, it's a sweet little deal. Okay, oh, here's another cool thing. So we're on heading hold. Say I want to go over that way. With this one right here, you're going to hit this one sometime. So with this one, just kind of move it like this, and you'll watch those. See how that moved it way over here? So you can adjust how much you want it to swing over. Now, you want to keep this thing centered a little bit. Make sure you hit this one.